Welcome to episode 29, you guys, of the Big Messy Bun. Coach Katey has stepped in for another episode, you guys, and I am so jacked to bring this one to you today. I am so inspired by the classes that I teach, the participants that come to their classes, and all of the different groups that I run. So I just finished teaching at the retirement home, and I had a brand new guy join us today. He's in his late 80s, and when I was going through about the class, what it's going to be working with and how we're going to improve his health and his mobility, he said, that's what I need. I need to stay strong. I need to stay independent. You guys, this gentleman just moved into our building and he did the whole workout. And at the end, he said, this is what I need. And I loved it. And so today, I had this plan made before I met him this morning, but meeting him just solidified why we need to start and that it's never too late to start. I don't know if you heard me say, this gentleman in his 80s, late 80s, and he is starting his wellness journey. He's never really done this type of thing before, but he's like, this is what I need. He was hooked in one session. So I wanted to talk to you today. This is especially for the person out there who's been showing up here, listening, and maybe you've been sitting on the sidelines of your life and you're like, I want this to be the summer of change. I want this to be the summer where I feel a little different at the end of summer. Now, this isn't an episode that's just about summer wellness. This is about taking this summer as your summer that you are going to really dive into you, really dive into your health, really dive into your future self. And yeah, it might mean choosing between comfort and showing up for class consistently. It might mean missing out on a few things here and there in order to continually move the needle in your direction of wellness. It might. But I want to talk to you guys about why now is the best time to start. Okay? You might be thinking, oh, it's summer, Katey. I'm going to be busy. I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to be doing that. Listen, every single year we have a summer. We are so blessed to have a summer. And every single year, I watch many people either taper off their wellness. They just kind of like kick it back in holiday mode for 2 months. And your wellness is just like brushing your teeth, combing your hair, eating regularly. Your wellness needs to maintain in that priority of all those things, all those daily habits. And when you can take the little steps, you guys, we're not talking about gigantic steps. We're talking about making those daily deposits. We talked about this last week, and I'm continuing on this one because I think there's people out there listening who might be, and maybe I'm assuming this, but I'm telling you, you guys show up in my inbox and I hear from you that you really want to get started, but you might be feeling like, why bother? Like, I already can't move this body part or that body part. Move the parts you can move. So maybe your legs aren't working the greatest right now. Let's focus on your upper body. Maybe your upper body, you got a broken arm. Well, let's work on your legs. Wherever you are at, now is the time. Would it have been a better time to start 6 months ago, 6 years ago, 16 years ago? Sure. But does it make any sense? Does it make any sense to wait any longer? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me at all. This past weekend, I was hanging around with some folks that were talking about retirement plans and different sort of like money related topics. And in many ways, your host sitting here feels very behind in that department of her life. But does that mean I should just stop trying? Should I stop investing? Should I just say, fuck it, I didn't start early enough, so why bother? No. Your host took control of her financials 5 years ago, and she's continually working on it. There's times I feel a little bit behind. Well, Do I just keep burying myself and get further behind? Or do I continue to make the daily deposits? I don't make daily, sorry, I make monthly deposits, but you get the idea. I am depositing every month into a future for Katey. And is it massive amounts? No. Is it in the thousands? No. But I'm putting something away. I'm trying. I'm continually adding in. And something I try not to think about is the end. I look at how proud I am that I've been doing those monthly deposits. And your wellness, we've talked about this, that it needs to be a daily renewal because we can't bank fitness and wellness like we bank money. You just can't do it. And so when it comes to our wellness, you need to get through the idea, let go of the idea that I should have started. The word should have, number one, is like one of my least favorite words ever. Should have? I guess that's 2 words. But should. It drives me wild when someone says, you should have done, you know what? No fucking kidding, I should have. But you know what? So what? Now is the next best time to do it. So maybe you're sitting there going, I should have started. You can say it to yourself if you want, because you probably are. I should have started 6 years ago. Or maybe you're just going to wait. Don't wait another. Don't wait another summer. Don't wait until you're ready. Ready is an absolute lie. I heard that from one of my friends, Angie, and she says this. She says, ready is a lie. And it's so true that being ready for something is an absolute lie. You have to just jump in, dive in, and begin. Are you going to wait until you're sick? Are you going to wait until there's an illness and then you get, okay, yeah, I really got to take care of my health now? No, don't wait for that. And if you've already met that illness or that something that set you back, now is the time to get started. And if you're waiting for time to show up in your schedule, if you are waiting for time to magically appear, we must make the time, and you must start making the choices. It is a choice. Last night I was teaching class, you guys, there was about 20 of us at class on a Sunday in the summer. On a Sunday, you guys, they showed up and it was so electric. It was so energetic. All of these people, myself included, took a pause on life, a time out to come join together to work on our wellness together. There was people that were at barbecues. There was me. I was at my boyfriend's place, actually, with some friends. It was wonderful. And I had to say, good night, everybody. I'm going to go do my thing because that's what I do. And I wanted to stay. Hell yeah, I wanted to stay. But I knew that I wanted to do this workout with this crew. I want to remain consistent. And all these other people did the same thing. They took an hour out of their lives to do this because they want to feel different. They want to be stronger. They want to feel healthier. They want to live life with energy. And there's something really freaking special that happens when you make that choice, when you choose consistency over comfort, you begin to build such a strength and power within you that is unstoppable. I am not joking. It is so badass to time out the rest of the world to focus on your health. It is beautiful when you can do that. And it doesn't mean you have to come give her shit. I had one lady show up. She sent me a message before class and she says, Katey, I'm not feeling it. It's taking everything in me to get here tonight. I said, get your clothes on and get to class. And I said to the group, and I say this all the time, it doesn't have to be balls to the walls, beat your body up every single workout. You might some of the time, but you don't have to. What you need to do is consistently show up, consistently do the things that move the needle in that direction. You don't have to be the best. You don't have to have the best equipment or the best workout clothes or any of that shit. You need to show up for yourself consistently. Over the summer, this summer, I'm so excited. I just sent out an email to my community. If you want to get on this email list, shoot me a message and I will get you in our email community. And I want to share with you what I shared with them. We are all contributing to the summer program this year, and they're all choosing one thing that they want to move the needle on. It could be in anything health related. It could be anything from reduction of alcohol to reduction of sugar to adding more strength, more power to their workouts. Maybe they're wanting to do, I had one lady message. She's like, I want to do more push-ups before the end of summer. Right on. I had another lady that said, I want to get more walks in. I want to get out in nature more. Perfect. I shared my goal. I'm trying to build a butt. I am. I'm trying to build my glutes stronger. And I'm going to tell you something. 2 reasons. Number 1, when you have strong legs and glutes, as you enter your 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s and up, that is a big predictor of your longevity. Yes, you need strong butt. Yeah. And so I'm focusing on building up my rear end this summer. That's what I want to do. It doesn't come naturally to me. It's going to take work. It's going to take focus, but I'm damned, I'm going to do it. My other one thing that I said you can pick more than one thing. I want to have less screen time and more time with my people. And that's what I'm doing too. So I'm creating a better work schedule for myself. And they're submitting their things. Some want to drink more water. Some want to improve their strength. Some want to just get to class regularly. And so what I'm going to do as their coach is support them in their one thing. They're writing me what they want to do. What is that going to do for me as their coach? I am going to be able to encourage them, remind them, help them with this one thing. And as a group, we're going to be working on all these one things over the summer. We're going to have focused weeks. I'm so excited for this. I'm so excited that they are helping create the program for the summer. And you can do this too. Maybe you're sitting here going today, you're like, you know what? I really want some focus. I want to reach some goals. I want to set some goals. And one thing I told them in the newsletter, I said this to them. I get my best results in life, all areas. But of course, I'm talking right now about wellness. I get my best results when I have a goal and I work towards it. If I'm just willy-nilly working out, I do good. I am consistent. But when I have that goal, you guys know I've been working on my chin-up goal. That is still a thing. I am still working on it. I can now do 3 of these chin-ups consecutively, meaning without stopping. In September, I did 0. It's taken that. Did you hear that? September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. You're getting this on July. 10 months I have been working at the bar, working on those chin-ups. I may not reach the monkey bar goal, but guess what? I'm stacking those wins. And every time you show up for yourself, every workout you do, every time you say yes to you, that is stacking wins. We're not like the end goal. Yes, I want to do monkey bars with Cora. Yes, with Lily. Yes, I want to do this. But in the meantime, I've got to celebrate those wins. Every time I show up at the bar, I'm winning. Every time somebody shows up at class, they are winning. Consistently winning. Consistently showing up. That is what it takes. It would be so I don't even think it would be enjoyable if you reached your goal in a snap. There's something really spectacular that happens when you build on that, when you put in the reps, so to speak, the time. I am watching my small bank account grow over time. It's not happening super fast, but at least I'm putting in the monthly deposits every single month. Okay. I brought notes, you guys, because I didn't want to miss something. And I think I've nailed everything here. But I'm just going to remind you of one thing. If you're listening today and this hits you in any way that you're like, you know what? I want to change. I want this to be the summer of change. I want this to be the summer where I choose my health over anything else. I'm going to choose it over overindulging every weekend at parties and whatnot. I'm going to choose this for me. I'm going to invest in me this summer. I'm looking at you with these big wide eyes, the same eyes this little girl has been floating around this whole world. I hold up a picture of myself, this cute little Katey when she was about 4 years old. Guys, I am not giving up. I said this to my class last night. I asked them, I said, can y'all do me a favor? Can you share a little bit with your friends how this class is changing you? Because the world, I think, is sick of hearing me talk about it. But guess what? I am not going to stop talking about it. I'm going to end with a little story. So you're listening to this on Wednesday, July 2nd. On July 1st, 2015, my mom passed away. This is not a sad story. This is a story to remind you about hope, resilience, and not giving up. So back in 2010, I shared this story this morning with my group. So I'm going to share it here to finish off the podcast. In 2010, my mom got really sick, really sick. She had renal failure, she had a heart attack, and we were told she wasn't going to make it in 2010. By about the middle of 2011, she broke her hip, and she was really set back now at this point. Over time, we got nutrition into her, we loved her, we did what we could to help her. Fast forward to about 2012, 2013, she was determined to start moving her body again. She was determined to get up and stand again, and she was determined to walk, and she did. And she enjoyed about 18 months of better mobility, getting out, doing some shopping, having some fun. And in 2015, sometime in the afternoon, on July 1st, she took her last breath. And she is such a constant reminder for me why I will not stop advocating for never giving up. She was bedridden for 18 months and rehabilitated with movement, encouragement, and love. And she was able to do this. So if you're sitting here right now in any capacity of like feeling like you want to feel a bit better, please remember that you can do this. It doesn't mean balls to the walls. It doesn't mean the hardest thing ever, but it means, do you know, you can get started today. You can go re-listen to this whole podcast, but this time slap on some runners and take me for a walk and re-listen. I listen to things on repeat because I know there's always a nugget that I missed. I'm asking you today, if you have done nothing yet, take a moment, put on your runners, put on your shoes, put on some earphones, and take me for a walk. And if you need to, take me for a walk every day. And if you're ready to and want to and are able to invest in our classes, they're extremely affordable. I will be there for you consistently all summer long. I want this for you. I get more excited about the results you guys get than I get myself. I am so excited to watch you guys thrive. And I can't wait to see you at class. Okay, I'm going to wrap up. This is episode 29 of the Big Messy Bun. If you have found this helpful, save it, send it to a friend. And if you are looking at getting started, check out the notes. There's a notes section on a podcast where there's links to sign up for things. And if you want in my email community, I think there's a way I can add somewhere there my email. Just shoot me a message. Either email me or send me a message somewhere. I'll link it in the show notes. But reach out. Write it in the comments. Say, I want to get on your email list, whatever that looks like. Please don't wait another summer. Don't wait another day to take care of your health because you are so worth it. And I believe in you.